Hello guys, and last night Ukrainian drones traveled really far away to the Russian Federation, actually to Bashkortostan and Tatarstan, two republics that after the natural dissolution of this monstrous empire have a great potential to become independent. But right now they are heavily packed with various military facilities, and Ukrainian drones targeted Bashkir Soda, that is a dual-use chemical production which actually belongs to one of Putin's friends, of course, an oligarch whose companies built a Crimean bridge. So justice found him even deep inside the Russian Federation. Another location targeted is perhaps one of the most important. In the modern production of drones inside Russia, many of you might have seen a documentary they shared recently boasting the production facilities in Yelabuga, Tatarstan. So Ukrainian drones decided to check everything by themselves and targeted a huge depot of the already made drones, thus saving a lot of innocent lives in Ukraine and potentially in other countries, because trust me, Russia does not want to end this war. Let's discuss how our abilities to implement the only working peace plan, and that is to defeat and demilitarize Russia, are growing with the help of inexpensive but extremely quickly developing Ukrainian drones. My name is Anna, I'm from Ukraine, I'm in Ukraine, and if you want to see the defeat and collapse of the Russian Federation, subscribe, we will discuss that on the channel sometime really soon. So let's start with the first military facility that was seriously damaged. A number of loud explosions, and I'm not sure many people will want to continue working there. That was Bashkir Soda. It is located in Bashkortostan. By the way, an extremely rebellious republic with a great potential and all the reasons to become independent one beautiful day. In Bashkortostan, that Bashkir Soda production belongs to Arkady Rotenberg, who is, of course, an oligarch and a close friend of Putin. Trust me, you cannot imagine the level of corruption and oligarchy that developed in Russia during these 25 years of Putin's reign. This is literally an oligarch country, and all the corruption we're talking about in Ukraine and the European Union, in the United States, is nothing comparable to what Putin made to once rich country. They suck all the resources from republics like Bashkortostan, Tatarstan, Sakha, making them poor, sending them miserable people to the meat grinders on the front lines, and spending more and more on yachts and selling, this contracts to close friends. So Arkady Rotenberg is an owner of the company that developed the Crimean bridge, and thus targeting this legitimate dual-use chemical production facility that makes a lot of necessary elements for various explosives, and far away from the Ukrainian border, thousands of kilometers in Bashkortostan, is definitely a signal that one of the main things that traditionally protected Russia from, total collapse during the First World War, during the Second World War specifically, is the unnaturally vast territory of this last empire on the planet. And typically they relocated their production somewhere behind the Urals on the far east, or at least 1,000 kilometers from the European border. But now this does not work anymore, because inexpensive, innovative drones can reach any location, especially if we keep practicing launching these drones from inside Russia. This happened not just once, not only Spiderweb, but some smaller operations were conducted in a similar way, for example, recently in Saratov. Thumbs up for that, and please subscribe to demonstrate your solidarity with Ukraine. This helps us fight Russian disinformation. So another extremely important location demilitarized last night was Yelabuga drone factory. Many of you who follow the updates remember the super propagandist videos about the Yelabuga Shahed plant with lots of people working on the facilities. Unfortunately, a lot of youth and sometimes even children involved in the construction of these drones. And it was specifically developed in Tatarstan, first of all, because they want to pack such republics with a great potential to become independent with different military facilities. So in case of riots, Russian special forces have everything they need. But also because Tatarstan is far away from Ukraine, and that Yelabuga factory is more than 1,300 kilometers away from the Ukrainian border. So Ukrainian drones managed to travel all that way unstoppable. Of course, because we keep destroying Russian air defense, they never had enough. And just recently, we erased the radar of S-500. That is a newly developed Russian air defense system that turned out to be totally underdeveloped. So in Tatarstan, in Yelabuga, the explosion was also serious, and most importantly, we targeted not anything unimportant, but an ammunition depot, if that's the correct word, where they kept drones that were prepared to come and terrorize innocent people in Ukraine. And I think it's pretty symbolic that just a week ago, Russians were boasting about that facility located so far away, full of drones. And tonight, Ukrainian drones did a really good job. And once again, this demonstrates that we can reach them literally anywhere in Bashkortostan, in Tatarstan. And trust me, it's not the Putin's war, because on all of these locations, producing these drones, targeting missiles on Ukraine are hundreds and thousands of Russians, and also millions who support the idea of war. Honestly, it's really difficult to look for the good Russians, such category. And on my new channel, Anna Danilchuk, in the newest video, I actually explore the very idea of the good Russians. Do they exist? And by the way, introduce you to a more popular inside Ukraine concept of the useful Russians. Check the video I connected here and let me know what you think in comments below on the channel Anna Danilchuk. And to tell you the truth, I feel very disappointed about this chaos around the potential talks between Trump and Putin, symbolically planned on Alaska. Do we have any viewers from Alaska? And tell me, please, how do you feel about the choice of the place? Because I've heard different opinions. Some say that it's a failure of Trump administration because Russian propagandists, and that is true, often speak that Alaska belongs to Russia, Alaska must return to Russia. They can always review the agreement. Agreements do not exist for Russia. And with Trump's approach, that is pretty possible. So some say that it is a failure of the Trump administration to invite Putin to Alaska to give a floor to Russian propagandists to manipulate this topic again. And also that it is the undermining of the international law, because Putin is an international criminal. There is an order of ICC, and inviting him to the US is somehow compromising the country. Let me know what do you think about this. But others actually say that it is a humiliation for Putin, that typically leaders who want to feel equals, they meet on neutral territory, just as, Reagan met with Gorbachev somewhere near Reykjavik, and that's why they were talking about United Arab Emirates, Hungary. I didn't want, Orban to be a moderator, Italy, many more places. And the fact that Putin is prepared to come to the United States makes him minor in comparison to Donald Trump. This is the other opinion. I haven't shaped mine yet, so let me know in the comments below, how do you feel in general about Putin visiting Alaska? I think that the only place that Putin should visit, apart from the hell, is The Hague. The hell or The Hague. Like if you agree with me, please share these videos because unfortunately there is so much Russian disinformation around the world and we have bad YouTube weather these days. So I'm very grateful for any reaction, attention that you give to make more people see these videos. Thank you for buying me coffees, becoming my patrons and sponsors of the channel. That means a lot and I'm really honored and grateful to have you in my life. Also remember to follow me on X, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, Discord, all the links in the description of this video, same as the link to our merch shop with lots of products that can make you not just stylish, but also an ambassadors of Ukraine, because we need people to remember about our fight and about the only working peace plan to defeat and demilitarize Russia. United we stand. I love you. Slava Ukraini!